Ray Soucie. I'm Mischelle Wright, and we are here. We are going to discuss the flood that took place in Manitou Springs on August the 9th, 2013. Would you live in Manitou Springs yourself, about a quarter of a block away from Canyon
Yes.
Road? Is that correct?
Yes.
And that is where the flood actually did most of the devastation?
Yeah, it came out of Williams Canyon, and basically there was a lot of mud and rocks shooting out of the canyon. Slammed into several vehicles, and I was actually stuck on the west side, so I was not able to go home until a couple hours later. And when I came back, there was several vehicles scattered in about 4 feet of mud off of Canyon and Park Avenue near Soda Springs Park.
I noticed in this picture that we have right here that this is a before picture that you took and
Yes.
an after picture that you took. And you had posted them on Facebook. This
Yes.
is from today and this is from yesterday.
Yes.
And this is basically the same locale.
Yes.
And this is showing, you are showing the public what the volunteers have been doing.
Yes, these trucks are from El Paso County, and it was last night that I bumped into the county commissioner, Sally Clark. I had to remember the name. And there's a few other people with her, and I saw these people walking with badges, and I asked, "Do you work for the city or something?" I was just, moving rocks and just. She made a comment saying that we have such a strong community, and she was impressed by the volunteers that were showing up. She said that they were going to coordinate trucks and bulldozers the next day, and I said, "You mean on a Sunday morning?" She said, "Yes, on a Sunday morning." They showed up at about 6:15 or 6:30, and I had to wake up the neighbors to tell them that they were there because they wanted to keep a few big rocks to put in front of the gas meter of their house to protect that.
Well, this is a huge improvement, as you can see
Oh,
right
yeah.
here in these two pictures, with what the volunteers have been doing. My question to you is this: now that we see and we know what's going on in Manitou Springs, what is the biggest concern of the people right now?
Well, sandbags. Lots of sandbags. More sandbags, and volunteers to put up the sandbags to help the older people that are not able to pick them up themselves.
And my last question to you is this: how are you and Mischelle personally doing through all this ordeal?
Well, we're hanging in there, but we've been helping a lot of neighbors, and knowing that if we could get heavy rain in the middle of the night, we'll be checking on the neighbors, and if we have to pull people up out of their homes, the ones that are disabled, get them out of their homes and get them up, to higher ground.
Yes.
For safety.
Well, I commend you so much for all of your volunteerism that you have put out there in your effort to help your community. It's been almost a heroism to me to see the work that you have been doing, and I appreciate it, and I know other people do, because if I hadn't have seen the stuff you've been putting on Facebook, I wouldn't have been able to know what's been going on, and I thank you so much.
Could I say one small thing? I just did a small part. I volunteered for an hour to help shovel mud out of the basement of the Dulcimer shop, and checked in with other people. And before that, I was up on Canyon Avenue, checking in with Chris and George over the houses. And so everybody does their small part, and a lot of people did a big part. They also fed me at the 515 free food for the volunteers. And it was kind of interesting watching people not hardly saying anything. They were just hungry, they were tired, full of mud, sitting down. Even the chairs got dirty. I don't know if I should say that on camera or not, but they didn't care. I mean, the town was there for each other, and I bumped into people I've not seen for several months or even years that showed up.
That's what is so awesome about this story, is how Manitou Springs has joined together as a community to help each other and to pick up the pieces of what this flood has done. And I appreciate this interview with you, Ray. Thank you very much.
Well, thank you. Appreciate it.